What's going on, Mother Truckers? Welcome to Mother Trucker News. I appreciate you guys so much. We got this video that was sent to me from Log Hauler 2020, truck driver for the last 10 years. He's teaching at a private CDL school. And guess what? He goes live on social media, on his TikToks and all that good stuff. He just wants to give you some information and help you with the cram session if you need it all across America. There's some good stuff right here, but there's some funny stuff too. One of his students went pretty viral, so tell me, did this truck driver, soon to be truck driver, fail or pass his alley dock?
Look, there is nothing over this yet.
Look, the vehicle is straight down over this base of the trunk.
Are you serious? I haven't even.
What part of the vehicle?
Only thing is permissible to get over the base of the cone is what? We talked about
This has
it.
got to stop, man. Only here in Opelika. It's
Hold
got to
on.
stop.
What's over the base of the cone though?
The vehicle, the trailer.
Where?
Trailer?
Look at the shadow. It's not over the base of the
Go
cone.
straight down.
You're going at an angle.
Go straight down.
You're not going straight. You're going at an angle.
Okay.
Look at
This
your
trailer,
pencil.
I want to leave this here. We need.
You're at an angle. Look at the pencil.
Look right, even right there.
That
Okay,
you're holding it as an angle.
Go straight down.
Okay. You're holding the pencil at an angle. The pencil's not
Okay,
straight.
if this is angle, this would be an angle. The pencil is right here.
Okay, can I get a update? I see what you're saying. I just want to get a picture. This is getting ridiculous.
Can you call the supervisor?
I am. That's what I'm doing.
All right, let's just hold everything right
don't
here.
wanna-
What's up, mother truckers?
First off, shout out, who you are, shout out what you do, and I'm gonna pin and put your social medias, everything right in the beginning so people can see that.
All right. My name's Brandon Estes. I go by Brody. I'm a truck driver instructor. I help people get their CDL. I live in Valley, Alabama. We opened up the trucking company was opened up in January, so it's a fairly new trucking company to the area. But I've been truck driving for right at 10 years, over the road, regional, things like that. So I figured this would be a good way to come home and be able to use my experience and transfer over into something in the daily life to be able to be at home every day and still utilize my skills with driving trucks and everything. So my Facebook is I got a content creator page on Facebook. It's just Brody Estes, Brody Wayne Estes on there. My Instagram is _bearded Jeeper. And then my TikTok is just Brody Wayne Estes.
That's super awesome. For all the people that are potential truck drivers that want to get into this game and, there's nowhere for you to really get hands on and you're a little nervous. Well, right. There's a resource right now for you. I'm pointing at them and,
right.
So tell people a little bit about that. That's cool, man.
So I go live on TikTok because a lot of people are under the impression they think that they can't do it. We've had 18-year-old come in, we've had 20-year-old, we had 60-year-olds come in to get their CDL license. A lot of people are under the impression, you're too old if you're over a certain age to get your CDL, or you're too young to get it. But a lot of people forget that you can drive a CDL in your state at 18. And, can you imagine an 18-year-old getting their CDL license and getting like a grown job and being able to get on their feet at 18, making great money with a CDL license? And a lot of people just go straight to college. They forget that there's trades out here that you can make a lot of money with very little investment. I like to go live on TikTok because it gives people a daily insight of what goes on day to day. If they've been on the fence about starting it, they may not even be interested in truck driving, but once they watch my videos, they're like, okay, I can see myself doing that. That's not so bad. It gives them an expectation of maybe if they are starting school of what to expect as well, to kind of get a little prepared, start marinating, getting ready for those classes to start. The biggest failure with these CDL classes, 80 to 90% of the failures come with the pre-trip. And I admit, I'll be the first one. I have to teach it this way because this is exactly what the examiners are looking for. The properly mounted and secured, no loose or missing nuts or bolts, not bent, broken, or damaged, no dirt, oil, or grease, no abrasions, bulges, or cuts. That's that's what the examiners are looking for. And a lot of people don't understand that if you don't use the right verbiage, you may not pass the pre-trip just because you didn't use the properly mounted and secured. So going live allows people to kind of ask me questions, even talk with the students to ask them, you know, hey, are you enjoying it? Are you being successful? Are you having a good time? Are you having fun? You know, different schools are different. I hear some people have complaints about their school, and if their instructor is not doing exactly, if they don't feel like they're getting their all from their instructor, then I kind of offer a way of, well, kind of like an after hours things. Inbox me. I'll help you out the best that I can. I got manuals. If you tell me you're from another state, all I got to do is go online. I can pull up a manual from your state, and then I can help you out online. You know, just to be like a virtual mentor. It's sort of to say, in case they're struggling. And then once our students, or even students from all over, graduate, it's kind of like a virtual mentor as well, because they can go back to my TikTok and they can say, okay, so how do I forgot how to slide my tandems. How do I slide my tandems? And then they can go to my video and they can say, okay, well, that's how you slide the tandems. If they're air tandems, or if they're the manual tandems where you pull a lever on them, how to slide your fifth wheel, just things like that help your average rookie driver out that doesn't have anybody to call. Like, I got people all in my family that are truck drivers, so I can pick up the phone and call and ask about tanking, anything. But a lot of people don't have that luxury. So that's another thing about it too, just to kind of help keep the roads more safe as well. Because if you've got knowledgeable drivers out here that have access to somebody that they can figure out what's going on, then they can do things a little bit more safer, instead of like, did I lock my tandems in? Is my fifth wheel secured? I didn't do a trailer. You know, is my kingpin bent? They'll be able to identify these things and help keep the roads more safe.
Hey, I love it, man. You know, and so, you know, you tagged me in something today, right? And, you know, and I was like, what is going on here, right? And so,
Right.
can you tell me about this viral situation? I mean, you know, I don't want to say, I mean, in some instances, size matter, inches matter, right?
Right.
Length matters, but in this,
Only in California with bridge laws, right?
but I'm talking about like millimeters. I mean,
Right.
tell me what happened in this video and how the heck did, I mean, this lady was she was not having a good day. I'm going to leave it at that. So go ahead, brother. Tell us about this right here.
All right. I'll just be straight up and transparent. In Alabama, as a private school, which we are, we're not a community college. We don't work for the state. We are a private school. We cannot test any of our own students. So for somebody to say, oh, y'all are just giving away CDL licenses, false. I cannot give anybody a CDL license. I can't sign off for it. All I do is provide training that they need in order to go have the equivalent training to go test at a third party. So we scheduled the test up, and he had already passed his pre-trip, but he failed his alley dock. So we were going back that day just to do the alley dock and the road test. So they let me on the site just to kind of, but I can't really look at the truck or trailer. I have to kind of stand my back, so I can't give them no like sign language and tell them like, whoa, you're busting out or something. So I was outside the fence. And I started seeing them back up. And I was like, okay, well, let me look and see what's going on. I heard the air brakes pull, and then I heard him get out of the truck. So I was like, he obviously didn't pass. Let me go see what's going on. So I went up there. He had 2 pull-ups that he had used. So in layman terms, in Alabama, I don't know about other states, but Alabama, you get 4 pull-ups, and then they say you get 2 free pull-ups. So a total of 6 pull-ups for the alley dock, and 2 goals, which is 2 get out and looks. He hadn't got out and looked at all yet, and he still had 4 more pull-ups he could have utilized. So I see him kind of talking about what's going on. So I walk up there and I say, hey, what's going on? Why did he fail? And then that's when the video comes on, and I'm saying, well, how did he fail? And I said, can you show me? So she's like, he's over the base of the cone. And I was like, what do you mean he's over the base of the cone? He's not over the base of the cone. And she was trying to like almost convince us that he had failed. And I was like, this isn't in my head. I'm thinking, if you can explain to me how he failed, rightfully so, then I'll accept it, you know. But so just explain to me your side of why he failed, and then we'll figure it out. So she shows me with the pencil. She's like, just follow the pencil down. So I'm looking at the pencil, and I'm thinking she's holding it at an angle like this, you know. And she's like, just look straight down, look straight down. And so I'm looking down, and as I'm going down, I'm realizing, like, I noticed instantly that she was saying, look straight down, and you could see the pencil. She's going at an angle, straight to towards the cone. But and it sounded kind of silly, but I told her, I said, look at the shadow, and people kind of took it the wrong way. I was meaning, like, you could see the if you look at an object, or you can kind of see the daylight in between the distance between something. And for some reason they kind of got perceived. It didn't come out the right way when I said, look at the shadow. But you can even look at a mud flap and see that the mud flap wasn't over the base of the cone. So she's saying that only the mirrors are permissible in the state of Alabama to cross over the base of the cone. The widest, first of all, the cone was already damaged. So you can't really use a cone that's damaged for a test. And then the base is wider than the top of the cone. So she was saying basically he crossed an invisible line that exists over that the black square on that cone on the foundation where it sits with the ground. But even when she tried to show it, if you follow all the measurements that you can use, he still didn't fail. So I got a PVC pipe in my truck that I use for a pointer. So I went to go in the truck, and I got that out, and I put it against the trailer, and I said, see, it's not over the cone. She said, I'm not even supposed to be talking to you. I'm supposed to be talking with the applicant. And so she was like trying to tell me to get off the property, like go outside the fence, that she can't talk to me. She can only talk to the applicant. So then I walked to the other side and to get a full view of the whole thing. And then she said, you can't do that. That's illegal. And I was thinking, what? So I just turned it off immediately because she was like, that's illegal. So I turned it off. And I don't know what was illegal about recording anything, because they never said anything that you can't record. And so she said, I said, well, can you call your supervisor? Then she tells me I need to get outside the fence, that she ain't talking to me no more. Our conversation's over. So I give my student the pipe, the PVC pipe, so that way he can show them. I said, here, you show them when the supervisor gets out here, show them that it's not over the base. The supervisor show up. She apologizes to me. She said, that's what we're here for. For instances like this, she appreciated me calling her. But still, the whole point of the video was, how many times do you think that somebody just got pushed over like this and failed wrongfully? And how much money have these divisions or places collected off people? Let's say an owner operator goes in there, right? He's got his son or his grandson, lets him use his truck from a farm. He don't have somebody like me to go in there that's going to like push the envelope with the examiner and right. Say, hey, this is clear. He's clearly not failed yet, because she stopped him mid-maneuver. He could have still pulled up, got straightened up, and centered right up in the cones. I don't advocate to be that close to the driver's side, and the students know that. But he still hadn't got in the failing zone yet. He still had plenty of opportunity to pull up, because they say if you hit the cone, it's an automatic failure. They don't say anything about the base of the cone or anything like that. So that was another thing too, is I was hesitant about posting the video because, you know, I'm a professional. I teach, I'm an instructor. I go to a school. I didn't want any pushback about me exposing kind of like what had been going on, because this isn't the only student that has happened to. There was a couple other videos that I got, and I was like, really? One of the examiners told me that, had I not brought two students, that they would have passed one of the students if I didn't bring the other student. And I was like, what? I was just thinking in my head, really? So, you know, once the supervisor come out there, apologized and everything.
So did he pass?
Well, he had to go repay some more money and then retest again. And see, that's
so they just hit that as a wash. They're like,
right.
You know, we don't know what happened, but you still got to pay again.
Right. So basically, he is already flustered up, you know, already upset. It's a nervous day. You're going to test to get your CDL. Then you get failed like this, you're arguing and everything's going on. I said, now he's not in the right state of mind. He's, so now you want him to pay more money to retest, and you got so much going on. It is just anxiety for my student. But the ultimate thing was, it's just, I wanted to spread awareness for other truck drivers that may be going to test, other students, owner operators that got family that want to truck drive, to just pay attention. Don't always accept the failure. If you got to call the supervisor for something like that, call the supervisor. What's the worst? Don't be scared. Utilize your options. Because I was thinking, let's say they failed 10,000 people like this over 5 years, and then you collect the money illegally and you failed them illegally. Think about how much money that is coming from people who's already not being able to work because they're in truck driving school. They don't have jobs because it's hard to find somewhere that's going to work around the truck driving school schedule. And then now you want to make them retest and pay even more money, and they never failed. So,
right. So no, when I saw it, I mean, it pretty much looked like a false fail. I mean, the fact that she got to be like, nah, it's touching the base, and then doing that.
Right. It was like she was trying to convince us, and if you got to convince, see, from my impression is that the way that I understand it, if anything ever happens like that, it automatically goes in the student's favor, the applicant's favor, not student, but the applicant's favor. So it's supposed to be like, okay, if y'all have a disagreement, just let him try again. And if he fails, he fails. If it's close like that. So that was what my understanding was. But she said, nope, he's failed. He's got to go retest again, pay his money again. We'll see if we can retest him again today.
So she said he touched the base, huh?
Right. Yeah. He went over the base of the cone on the bottom. And from what I could see, I instantly saw her going down. And I was like, come on, you can't make it more obvious that you're literally just trying to force this fail, and we haven't done anything to you. We're just trying to go to work. That's all we're trying to do.
I heard that.
They want to, the government and all these companies want to scream about a truck driver shortage, and then you're wondering because I understand it. Look, you want to keep the road safe. You want to have a different breed of truck drivers on the road. I understand that, being safe and all that stuff like that. But if you add up how many times that this may have happened somewhere, and then somebody just gives up, they're like, look, man, they're out to get me. They don't want me to get my license. I'm done.
Right. No, it's mentally tasking, man. It's like that right there. I wouldn't know what to do. Like, pay again and try again. It's like, man, I need to come back another day. I wouldn't be able to do it, but I think that's a great PSA to let all, applicants and soon to be truck drivers know that, look, if you feel that you're in the right and they're in the wrong, ask for a supervisor.
Right.
Because some of these people are being tough for no reason and trying to fail you for whatever. If there's a quota of failing, I don't know. Right.
I don't know either. See, that's another thing too. It's like, you could argue and say there's no reason for him to be that close to the cone, but I could also argue and say that in some cases in the real world situation, there's that little bit of room that you have to work with before you hit something in order to get that trailer somewhere that you need it to. So on one side, you could say, he don't know how to back up. On the other side, people will say he's really good at backing up because he's threading that needle perfectly. There on that driver's side. So
hey, there it is. Hey, I take it. It's for all the truck drivers out there, did he fail or did he not fail?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. I'll put a little clip of it so people can see, and then tell people go to your channel. I appreciate you, man. I thank you for doing these live videos, helping people out, and just giving them just more confidence, man. I think that's awesome. So
right. And extra little boost, like if they're waiting to go test, it's test day, they can scroll to my TikTok and they can read over their pre-trip or whatever that I got on there for them that they need help with, like a little cram session.
There it goes, man. At the end of this, shout outs to anybody.
Shout out to Premium Truck Driving Academy. Log Holler, he put me on. Log Holler lives right up the road. He's in Alabama. I talk to him pretty often. Shout out to Mother Trucker. I appreciate you bringing me on here, buddy.
Hey, all day.
And all the truck drivers out there, y'all keep the economy moving, and we need more. So.
Hey, that's it, man. No, I appreciate you, man. No, thanks for jumping on the show for a little bit, and
Oh yeah.
I'll edit this up and I'll put it up, and it'll be a fun little video. But the biggest take that I want people to know out of this is, hey, if you're struggling, you need some help. Here's a man here that's giving some information. He's giving it for free, and he's doing it live on social media. So text me all of your social medias, and we'll get it out there and try and blow you up, brother.
Hey, awesome, man. I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Yes, sir. Have a good one, man.
You too, buddy. Be safe.
Yeah, you too. Bye.
All right, bye.
Hey, at the end game of the truckers, I mean, we got something good here, man. Once in a while, we get some good truckers out here, and that man right there, he's trying to help people. So, Mother Truckers, definitely subscribe, follow, and check them out. Mother Truckers coming down below.